7:38 now on this Monday morning. Lots of sunshine, a Chamber of Commerce type of day, which is perfect because it's time for Chamber Talk. We welcome our friend Nancy Morrissey in the studio. Good morning, Nancy. How are you?
Good morning, Steve.
You recovered from a long and eventful Kids Day weekend?
It was a wonderful weekend. I mean, Saturday looked like it could rain off and on all day long, but lo and behold, the clouds dissipated and the rain held off, and beautiful weekend.
Yeah, we were mentioning earlier, we'd like to thank all the people who made Kids Day such a wonderful day, and of course, live on the square Saturday night. But nobody was as important as Mother Nature.
When you have an outdoor event, that is most certainly true. The wonderful thing about Kids Day is that the Kiwanis really hold true to everything being for the kids. Everything's free. I mean, whether it was a lot standing line for the face painting for the kids, of course, the pancake, that's the fundraiser of the day for the Kiwanis Day, but the little wagon rides and everything that they have. The parade was wonderful. I mean, I had somebody say to me who had never been to one, they're fairly new in town, that this is the first parade they've been to in years, and how long it was. And, well, you know, when you have grandkids too in the parade, Hunter was riding the a bike in the bike section, and both Shannon and Katrina are in the high school marching band. So it makes it all the more fun.
We did some research. We asked a question last week about how long Kids Day has been going on, and we had Darren Hamilton on last Tuesday, and it started with LT Henderson?
Yes.
LT Henderson. T.L. Henderson, that's right. T.L. Henderson, former treasurer here in Jefferson County, started out with a bowling outing, and then the next year is when they started doing pancakes. And so here's the research. Next year will mark 50 years of Kiwanis Kids
gosh.
Day.
Yep.
50 years.
That's longevity.
That is longevity. And as wonderful it was this year and has been in the past, I can only imagine what sort of tricks they'll be pulling out of their hat for the 50th anniversary.
Well, last Monday I mentioned that it's been going on since my kids were little. And then I was talking to somebody after that who was a wee bit older than me. And they said it had been going on since their kids were little also. So
well, now we know.
I knew it was.
We just wrapped the 49th up. So anyway, thank you and congratulations, Kiwanis, for putting on another fabulous Kids Day. All right, let's talk about this week. The week that will be is the Monday morning newsletter. It comes from the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce. We'll jump right into it. What's first on your list?
Well, we're accepting reservations for the Manufacturers Association Appreciation Luncheon. That is always held the second Tuesday in October. It's Manufacturers Appreciation Month. Mayor Ed Malloy is there to give a proclamation accordingly. And so if you'd like to recognize our manufacturers section, this event is hosted by Gamreth Doyle Insurance. We get between 80 to 100 people. We're going to have a video or two showing each of the manufacturing companies is able to stand up and give a short presentation about what was and will be. It's really, really a nice event. And if you don't really know what each of our manufacturing companies does here in Fairfield, this is a wonderful event to come to because it's very honest. If they had a bad year, they say they had a bad year, but they're looking towards a good year. If they had a good year, it's just a very informative great chamber event.
You know what I find interesting about the manufacturers luncheon? I'm always blown away each time that I attend that the scope of the reach of the manufacturers we have here locally. And we think about, we live here in the Midwest, Southeast Iowa, and we have our own little community. But when you think about some of the manufacturers and industry that we have here in town, they actually do have national and international reaches, don't they?
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes. I can remember years ago, I went out to Agri-Industrial Plastics and had a tour out there, and Dick Smith took us into a room where they had Kathy Rigby's exercise machine. Remember when Kathy Rigby was doing that? Her arms went back and forth and her feet. They made them right here. I mean, you just don't know what's being processed and made and created right here in Fairfield. So going to the Manufacturers Appreciation Luncheon is one way.
Yeah, you think about the tried and true, the standards like the Dexters and of the washing machines.
Machines, yes.
They've been around forever and all over the world. And then you think about something relatively new like Boulevard Studios, who again travel all over the world.
Yes, and the companies are as
Diverse.
small as Fairfield Precast Concrete, all the way up to, like you said, your Dexters and your Agri-Industrial and Sky Factory. I mean, it is all over the place. So great. October 14th, it starts at 11:45. It goes to a little bit probably past 1 o'clock, but it is a well-attended event appreciated by the manufacturers.
New member this week, highlight.
We have a new member, and it is not Young Professionals of Fairfield. YPF, as they are also known, Young Professionals of Fairfield, is a networking organization of 21 to 40 years old, and they focus on cultivating community awareness and providing professional, social, and volunteer networking opportunities to their members. They have monthly events, generally alternating between an educational event and an informal happy hour. If Annie would like to host an event, be a member of the event or of the nonprofit organization, contact Darren Hain. Her information can be found on our chamber website, and our chamber website is fairfieldiowa.com.
Last week we had a new chamber member, and this week they're the member-to-member highlight.
Yes, they are. Good memory, Steve. It is Midtown Chimney Sweeps of Iowa, and they are offering $25 off for any of their services. And what do? They are a full-service chimney sweeping and dryer vent cleaning company. They specialize from any light repairs and maintenance to annual sweeping and real estate inspections. They professionally service every kind of chimney and dryer vent in both commercial and residential spaces. Contact information for Adam Rebling, owner of Midtown Chimney Sweeps, can be found on our chamber website, www.fairfieldiowa.com. And if you go on our website, to the far right side is a link, a button link that takes you to all of the member-to-member discounts. Remember, this isn't just for this week. These member-to-member discounts are for every single week of the year for chamber members.
We're in the middle of Chamber Talk, Nancy. Let's jump right into your calendar this week.
Monday, Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center is having a couple of blood drives. The first one being at the Noah's Ark Animal Foundation, and it's from 2 to 6. Then there's one at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center from 3 to 6:30 p.m. Those are blood drives hosted by the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center. Then Monday night is football night at the Orpheum Theater. The game is the Chicago Bears versus the New York Jets. That's at 7:30 p.m. at the Orpheum. Then on Monday night also is Quest for Beauty at the Icon. Bill Teeple's American Art Course is happening. The American Impressionism East Coast. The doors open at 7:30 with the event starting at 8. And remember, this is a 7-session series. You don't have to go to all of them. Just jump into anyone that you like. This is the second one. Tuesday, Technology Tuesday at the Fairfield Public Library. It's Convert VHS tapes to DVD. Boy, don't we all need to know how to do that. That is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Technology Tuesdays at the Fairfield Public Library.
You know you're getting kind of old? I remember converting the Super 8 to VHS.
Yes. I can remember doing cassette tapes to CDs. Then a big thing happening on Tuesday is our Leadership Fair. Fairfield is having their opening session. All of the sessions for the rest of the year will start at 8:30 and go all day. But this one is the opening session. It's at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. It's from 1 to 5, and then it's going to be followed by a social time. So that's the first ever Leadership Fairfield. Steve, we've been working towards this for quite a while. It's come together this year fantastically. We're very excited to have this. Next week, I'll probably tell everyone who's participating in it also. Great group, 21 people that are taking part. What else is happening Tuesday? Team Trivia Night at the Orpheum Theater at 7:30, which leads us into Wednesday. Go Jindy's Mama Walk at Chautauqua Park at 10. Then we're having an ambassador visit with the Crisis Intervention Services. That's going to be at 1 o'clock in the Chamber Boardroom. Farmers Market, 3 to 6 at Howard Park. Then there's going to be a Chamber member happy hour. The Orpheum Theater is having a Chamber member happy hour. It's from 5 to 7 on Wednesdays. There will be specials going on that are going to be especially for Chamber members. The Kiwanis Club of Fairfield meeting and program is at the McElhaney House at 5:45. Gamers Night, Orpheum Theater, 7 o'clock, leads us into Cafe Paradiso. 8 to 10 o'clock is their open mic night, and then Thursday. Executive Committee meeting is Thursday. Our executive meeting is always the last Thursday of the month. It's held in our Chamber Boardroom, and it starts at noon. Oh, there's a business after hours at the Lisco warehouse. We've talked about this a couple weeks now. This is the week. This is the time. It's going to be at their warehouse location, which is 1300 West Grimes. It's going to be from 5 to 8. They are having a smorgasbord of food. They are having a regular buffet. This is their 20-year anniversary. Please mark your calendars and come on out to Lisco Warehouse at 1300 West Grimes for their business after hours that they're hosting for the Chamber this September as they celebrate 20 years of doing business here in Fairfield. It's also Icon Thursday. Doors open at 7:30. What makes art valuable? Doors, like I said, open at 7:30 with the program starting at 8. It's going to be Sci-Fi Night at the Orpheum Theater at 7 o'clock. Meet other science fiction fans and enjoy episode screenings, socializing, and there's even going to be a door prize. Friday, the ambassadors travel to Kyoto for a Chamber member visit with Levi's Indigenous Fruit Enterprises, also known as LIVE. That's going to be at 10 a.m. If an ambassador wants to carpool, show up at the Chamber and we'll carpool up together to Kyoto. Friday noon is the Rotary Club meeting at the Fairfield Golf and Country Club. They meet every Friday at noon at the Country Club. At the Icon Gallery, very busy this week at Icon. There's going to be a Dialogue Human Artists reception at 7:30. It's an exhibit and walkthrough with artists Priscilla Steele and Thomas Jackson. Of course, this, like I said, it's at Icon. And the owner and director of Icon is Bill Teeple. Saturday, Fairfield Farmers Market, DJ Dove and DJ Cha at Howard Park. Of course, the market goes from 8 until 1. Free college football at the Orpheum Theater at 11 a.m. It's the Hawkeyes versus Pittsburgh Panthers. Boy, you can watch it on the big screen.
Actually, that's Hawkeyes at Purdue. Hawkeyes at Purdue this Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Hawkeyes at Purdue. That's even better.
Yeah.
I'm from Ohio, so Pennsylvania isn't my favorite sports stage. Steelers,
So it's Iowa, Purdue. The game is at 11 o'clock.
All right, at the Orpheum. Glow Run, 5K, Waterworks Park, Saturday, 7 p.m. There will be glow sticks galore. Come join them for Fairfield's exciting Glow Run. All proceeds will go to the Fairfield Park and Rec Gym Pool Project. 7 p.m., like I said, at Waterworks Park on Saturday. Recycle Percussion at the Sondheim Center for the Performing Arts, 7:30 p.m. What do you get when street-style percussions and repurposed objects collide? Well, it's known as junk rock. Sunday is Irish Jam with Tim Britton at Cafe Paradiso from 3 to 5. This week, movie times at the Orpheum Theater, Tuesday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. is Lucy. And then Tuesday and Wednesday at 5 and 9 is a movie called Frank. What's coming up? Well, we touched on the Manufacturers Association Appreciation Luncheon. Like I said, that's October 14th. We're having a new leadership seminar. It's going to be on October 23rd. Mark your calendars for that. Jim Bagnola is going to be the presenter. He's a world-renowned speaker on leadership, and we're lucky to have him here. He teaches a couple of sessions out at MUM, and he's asked me for the past couple years to come out and do a presentation at his class. And he said after this last one that I did, that he would, what can I do for you, he said to me. Well, guess what? I said, guess what? You can do a seminar in return. And he's absolutely agreed. I've heard he is wonderful. He's dynamic. That is October 23rd. Watch our website for blogs. I'll be talking about it more. We're going to have 2 sessions, freestanding each, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Very, very nice. So that's kind of a look ahead.
I was looking at future events. It's
Yes.
hard to believe you have the lighting ceremony on here.
I know. I know.
Makes it real. The 28th of November.
I know. I mean, I was just talking to Hy-Vee, and they've already ordered the all the greenery that goes in the park on all the light posts and Santa's house and the gazebo and everything for Christmas. Those decorations, as we talked before, will start going up after Veterans Day. But, you know, you have to plan ahead. And, I mean, this might be September, but we're already working at the chamber on everything. I mean,
well, then there will be the gingerbread
Christmas
extravaganza coming up in December.
That's going to be different. It's going to be, it is.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what that's going to be for her, sure. It's maybe ice sculpturing. There's a show at the Sondheim Center, an ice skating show that night. So the Art Walk is talking about ice. I'd like a light show. We'll see what happens. Still in the works.
And I was going to say something else. The lighting ceremony. Oh, and soon we'll be talking more about the bulb campaign, where you can purchase a bulb and to help preserve the lights on the square and stuff like that. So
yes, that happens
again,
too.
it just makes it real.
It does, and we'll start scheduling Santas next month for the. I should say the time frame for Santa to come and
for visit at the Candy Cane House.
At his Candy Cane House, yes. Gosh, Steve, it'll be here before we know it. It is literally fall out. Trees are starting to change this week that I didn't see changing last week. Not all of them, but it's definitely fall.
Combines in the field.
I know. We were sitting in our kitchen, John and I, yesterday, and having some breakfast and coffee and stuff when we had the sliding glass door open, and it was pretty windy yesterday. And we've got some nice trees in our backyard, and it sounded like fall. You know, the wind going through the leaves and leaves rustling, and I love fall. It is absolutely my favorite.
I got up about 5:30.
I
got about 5:30 and closed the kitchen windows because I have wind chimes above the window. They were driving me crazy. So, all right, our friend Nancy Morrissey from the Fairfield Area Chamber of Commerce. Again, you can follow along as well and keep on top of everything if you sign up for the week that will be the Monday morning newsletter, and also you can get all the information from their calendar at fairfieldiowa.com. Nancy, nice seeing you. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Steve.
That's
Bye.
Chamber Talk here on this Monday morning here on KMCD Classic 96.